We're St Leonard Veterinary Centre. The main hospital is based in Derby City Centre. It used to be Marshall and Till, and therefore it's been an established veterinary practice for about 60 years. About 8 years ago the practice was rebranded to St Leonard. I've owned the business now for about 5 years, and recently we've built a branch practice at Alistry.
What I love most about this job is caring for the animals throughout the day. So first of all, when they come in for admits, I'll then be the person in the back that's looking after them through their operations, then recovery, and then it's nice to reunite them after all of that back to the owners.
I probably have one of the best jobs in the world, everybody says. I love chatting to all the clients that come in each day, and of course footing all the lovely pets that we get here for their appointments.
I can't kind of stipulate enough the importance of a good receptionist to the business, because some veterinary practices these days are kind of losing that personal touch. They might have the fantastic facilities, but sometimes it comes across quite clinical. One of the most important things from my point of view is to, even though we've got the facilities and even though we're able to perform more advanced procedures, the most important thing for me is when the client comes through the front door with their animal, they're met with a happy smiley face that knows them on a personal level, that knows their pet's name, that enjoys their job so much that they want to come down and meet the pet and give them some treats and give them some fuss and some cuddles, just because that's really what they love doing, and immediately then that creates a great client experience.
Been here a long time. All the other staff members are good fun. We have a nice relationship with the clients and the animals and each other.
Everyone's so friendly, everyone's really lovely and helpful. If you ever need help, there's always someone there.
It doesn't feel like a job. You get up for work in the morning, you know, it's nice and everyone's happy, and it's something that I enjoy doing.
I came here wanting to get an overall knowledge of the actual veterinary industry. I don't want to go into being qualified at the end of my degree and just be really narrow-minded about physio. I want to be able to see how they look after them in the hospital, what they get put through in ops. And obviously all the vets here have been really supportive, so I've stand in the ops, watched them over. And it just gives me a better all-round knowledge of when I actually give out a treatment plan. If I have any other questions, then I can just sit down and chat to someone about it. And then kind of, if I have any queries about anyone that's coming to see me, obviously the vets are always just next door as well as the nurses.
We're all extremely reliant on work placements as students, and certainly as a veterinary student a lot of your experience is gained from work placements. So therefore I value really high young people coming into the practice to gain experience, and we are very popular from that point of view. We could have 1 or 2 students in every single week without fail.
It's pushed me forward far ahead of all the students that might be on my course.
What I like about it is this personal approach, and that you are nearly always seeing the same vet for a recheck, and I'm seeing my clients and my patients. I don't have to read all the history because I remember what we're doing, what we're planning, what can work for that animal, what will not work for that animal or for that owner.
The staff that have been here, some of the nurses have actually been at the practice. We celebrated last year. One of the nurses had been here 25 years, one of the nurses has been here 30 years, and one of the nurses has been here 40 years. So we actually all went out and celebrated that fact. So those nurses are the real kind of backbone of the practice.
The customers, I don't get to see many of them obviously because I'm here in the back, but I do have a lot of contact with them over the telephone because I do the insurance claims for them. So it's always nice when we get a customer coming in and do the insurance claims and they're happy and they get the money back at the end of it, and we see them through that process, that it's nice and slick and they're happy with the outcome of it. So we try to really focus on their insurance claims and making sure that they get a really good value for money service. We do care about the clients. I've worked at another practice before and the customer care is nowhere near what we have here.
I'm so fortunate every day. I love coming to work, and that's because it challenges me on every front. I get to work with animals every day, which is brilliant, but at the same time I get to work with people. I manage clients, I do surgery, Sometimes people compare being a vet to being a doctor, but the fortunate thing is about being a vet is you get to do absolutely everything yourself. You don't need to refer things away. So I can be a dermatologist, an ophthalmologist, an orthopaedic surgeon. I can get to do a lot of everything, which makes my day so interesting and fantastic.